Hi there, I'm attorney Jason McGrath with McGrath and Spielberger. My firm handles a lot of cases involving mortgage disputes and foreclosures, and we're going to talk today about some of the issues that you might deal with, specifically what you as a borrower and or homeowner might be told by your loan servicer as far as getting help, avoiding foreclosure, and that sort of thing, and whether you should believe what you're told. Obviously, I would never presume to speak for all loan servicers and all of their employees. I don't know your specific situation, unless of course you and I have talked about that situation specifically. But what I can tell you is based on years of experience in handling many cases with many banks, loan servicers, loan note holders, and many foreclosure cases. And just briefly, your loan servicer is the entity that handles the day-to-day operations on your loan. And a lot of folks don't realize, because I think really the lending industry doesn't want people to realize this, the way things are set up, but you may get a statement from Ocwen Loan Servicing or Bayview Loan Servicing or even Bank of America or Wells Fargo or City Mortgage. It doesn't mean that they own your loan. They may be only handling the servicing, the day-to-day operations. And most of the time, you may have gotten the loan, from one entity, and it might have been sold to somebody else without you even knowing it. So the statement that you get, whatever company is listed on that, doesn't necessarily own your loan, but they typically are going to handle day-to-day operations, usually including efforts to try to modify the loan or settle the loan or something like that. But in any case, we have lots of folks that come to us and say, hey, I've been dealing with Bank of America or Ocwen or Bayview or Wells Fargo or Nation Star or whomever it might be for months or even years. I told them I needed help, I lost my job, or we had a bunch of medical expenses, or something happened where we simply were unable to pay our loan for a few months, and we weren't in a terrible situation, but we said, hey, we need some help, or can we please work this out? They told us to send in all of these documents, all this information. We did that. They said they didn't get it. We sent it again. They said they'd get back to us. They never did. I called and left messages. I got no return calls. I could never get my single point of contact or account manager or home preservation specialist on the phone. And these are things that we hear just about every day, okay? And that we've actually dealt with ourselves. But in any case, so if you are being told by your mortgage loan servicer or whoever you're speaking to about your loan that they're going to work with you, it's going to be okay, don't worry too much, you're not going to end up in a foreclosure, that kind of thing. The person who's telling you that, they may believe it, they may mean it, but you absolutely cannot rely on it. And again, this is just based on experience. I've done enough of these cases now that I know exactly what goes on in these types of cases. And so, you may be told that they're going to help you. They're going to help you avoid foreclosure. They're going to work with you, that it'll be okay, that you don't need a lawyer, that you don't need to hire anybody or go to any state agency or anything like that. And the fact of the matter is that some people do get help and some people do resolve these cases without a lawyer, and that's good if you can make that happen. The problem is that it often doesn't happen. So folks believe they're going to get help, and then 3 months goes by, and 6 months goes by, 9 months goes by. Suddenly you're a year behind on your mortgage, and maybe at that point they say, oh, you're too far behind, we can't help you. And you're thinking, are you kidding me? I'm this far behind because you wouldn't take my payments once I was a couple of months late, and you've been telling me for 6 months you were going to help me. I sent everything in, and you can't possibly turn me down now because the delay is your fault, not mine. And it's a completely unfair situation, but that happens every day to many people in this country. And so the moral of the story is, don't wait so long to get help. When I have folks that come to me and they say, I have a foreclosure hearing in 2 weeks, and I've been working with Bank of America for a year, but they don't seem to want to work with me. My thought is, gosh, why did you go a year and keep believing what they were telling you, after a year? I would have thought after a few months. But you know what? It is what it is. So I try to help those folks if I can, if it's an appropriate case for me to get involved in. But, it's just like dealing, unfortunately, a distressed loan is like dealing with a sick patient. The further along things get, the harder it is to remedy the situation. So I do help people at the last minute, but gosh, it's much easier and much less expensive usually for the borrower if they come to me a little bit earlier in that process. And I can never guarantee the outcome. I can't promise that I can get this done for a client or that done for a client when there are other people involved that I can't control. I can't control your finances. I can't control Bank of America and what they're going to do. I can't control the government regulations and those kinds of things. I can't control what's gone on in the past before my involvement. So we usually have good outcomes for our clients. Our clients are usually happy with us. But I can't make promises. Ethically, I'm not allowed to. But I can tell you that if you come to a well-qualified attorney and they take your case and you work with them the way you're supposed to, your chances of success are much higher than if you keep believing month after month after month that they're going to help you, even though they're not helping you month after month after month. So just food for thought, and whatever your situation is, I do wish you the best and best of luck to you. Thanks.